All new shows to listen to on Spectrum on Air. Reggae.
Ooh, yeah.
Rock and roll jukebox.
Well, it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue shoe.
And country girl. All new shows on Spectrum on Air. Visit our website on spectrumonair.com or listen on Mixcloud Live.
Don't forget, you can listen to this radio station on the Get Me Radio platform. Download the Get Me Radio app and listen on your Android or Apple mobile phone, and a whole range of TV apps such as Roku, Fire, Android and Apple TV. You can also listen on Alexa and Google Home devices. Just search for Get Me Radio. Download the apps and listen to this radio station on your favourite devices.
If you love electronic music, then you need to tune in on Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. with me, Suzanne Letting, on Let's Get It On. Each week, I am going to be bringing you brand new releases. So if that kind of music is your cup of tea, then why don't you join me Saturdays at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Repeated on Mondays at midnight and 1 a.m. and again on Thursdays 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. So grab that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine, and let's get lost in some music together on Let's Get It On the radio station that brings colour to the airwaves, Spectrum on Air.
Having trouble advertising your act? Need more exposure without breaking the bank? Here at CJC Promotions, we believe that teamwork, bonding and having fun go hand in hand with promoting your work. We believe in artists getting the exposure they deserve without experiencing the stressful side of social media and advertising. With contacts worldwide covering a multidisciplined media environment, we can target your talent so you gain the experience without the consequence of wasted time in unproductive ventures. So, if you are serious about getting your talent out there, just contact Catherine at cjcpromotions.co.uk. That's Catherine at cjcpromotions.co.uk. And remember, our aim is to nurture your talent, not exploit it.
You are listening to Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio.
Welcome to Let's Get It On with me, Suzanne Letting. Each week we're going to be listening to brand new releases from artists all over the globe. So now's the time to grab that cup of tea, that cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine as we get lost in some fabulous music.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome to your Saturday night with me, Suzanne Letting, here on Let's Get It On. Right then, we're going to dive straight into set one with a new artist for you to get to know. This is Rebel Ape. Now, they're not just a brand, this is a movement, and this is an absolutely brilliant track to kick off tonight's show. This is Renegade Energy, and it's absolutely brilliant.
Yo, is this thing on? Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. So what, we stay up. Yeah. So what, we get lit. Yeah. We just having fun. Ain't worried about it. Yeah. So what, we roll out. Yeah. Live how we wanna be. Young, wild, reckless and free. Yeah. Yeah. I Keep it cool, no stress in my veins. Sipping on life while I'm switching them lanes. Shades on my face, city lights in the rear. Top down, feel the bass when we shift in the gear. No job, no boss, just vibes in a dream. Ain't chasing a check, just chasing the scene. We ain't worried about tomorrow, just living today. Got a crew full of legends, yeah, we paving the way. Tell them pull it up, roll it up, we don't fold. Got the energy high, let the story unfold. Ain't no drama, just good times and cold nights. This the life, no regrets, no rewinds, yeah. So what, we stay up, so what, we get lit. We just having fun, ain't worried about. So what, we roll out, live how we wanna be. Young, wild, reckless and free, yeah. Late nights turn to sunrise, no sleep. Bonfire glow, toasting life with the team. Ain't no rules, ain't no chains on me. Only thing I'm locked in is this energy. We ride through the city with the speakers on blast. Got dreams in our pockets, no brakes, full gas. Ain't no second thoughts, ain't no second place. We just moving how we want at our own pace. Roll one, smoke one, sip a little something. Lights low, bass loud, got the whole spot jumping. Ain't no stress, we just ride the waves. Catching memories, stacking better days, yeah. No stress, no worries, just coasting. Late nights, good vibes, slow motion. We don't need a reason, we just need a beat. Don't let the world fade, we gon' stay up. So what, we stay up, yeah. So what, we get lit, yeah. We just having fun, ain't worried about, yeah. So what, we roll out, yeah. Live how we wanna be. Young, wild, reckless and free, yeah. We just vibing, feeling the moment, living the dream. No rules, no limits, just young, wild and free. Just vibing, feeling the moment, living the dream. No rules, no limits, just young, wild and free.
Wowzers, that was a good one for us to start tonight's show with. That was Rebel Ape with Renegade. Now then, I'm going to follow that up with Kayak, a brilliant cover version. Now, you know, we talk about cover versions, whether they're right, whether they're wrong, whether they're exactly the same or whether they're different. Well, Kayak has done a brilliant cover version of The One and Only. And this very, very much has put an original stamp on a song that we know, like and love, but it's refreshed it for our ears tonight.
Call me by my name, or call me by my number. You put me through it, I still be doing it the way I do it. And yeah, you try to make me forget who I really am. Don't tell me I know best, I'm not the same as all the rest. I am the one and only, nobody I'd rather be. I am the one and only, you can't take that away from me. On the big screen, my soul embraces one more in a million faces. High hopes and aspirations and years about my station maybe, but all this time I try to walk with dignity and pride. I am the one and only, nobody I'd rather be. I am the one and only, you can't take that away.
See what I mean? That was a Chesney Hawkes cover version by Kayak of The One and Only. What a different track that felt when you were listening to that. And that's what I love about reimagining songs that we know so well from the past, because when they're brought back to life, not only does it remind us of the original, we also get new element that comes to our ears when an artist takes that and makes it their own, which I think Kayak have done there. Now then, following up from that is Andrew Corbin. This is an absolutely brilliant track called Into the Night. Was Andrew Corbin there with Into the Night. That is definitely one that I'm going to be listening to in my little beastie when I'm travelling backwards and forwards, which is what I'm going to be doing on Friday of this week. So I'm recording the show on Thursday for your ears on Saturday night. So I can't listen to it in the car until after it's been published, but I will be listening to that again. And I'll certainly be doing the same with the next track, because here we have Power Rob back with Night Rider 87 with In the Desert. And again, this is another one that I'm going to listen to in my little beastie. Power Rob there and Night Rider 87 with In the Desert. Now following on from that, we've got Volker Milch back with us, but this is with a collaboration with Protonaut. This is Pretentious Punk and it's a remix for 2025. Was Volker Milch and Protonaut with Pretentious Punk. Now then, don't forget, if you're listening to these artists on the Get Me Radio app or Alexa, you can Shazam them. You can find them and add them to your playlist, because every time you add an artist to a playlist, it just gives them that little bit more of appreciation. Or you can head over to where most of them are, which is bandcamp.com, because a lot of them, you can download their music from there, and a lot of the money that is raised from Bandcamp goes to the artist, unlike Spotify, which is a huge bone of contention for the artists that you're listening to on my show. So doing my little bit to get them to your ears is the best way for you to then follow on from that and go and find them. I will be tagging them all on my Facebook page, so you can go like and follow and also share their music when you know where you can get them. Right, now then, coming up next, and I don't think we've had this artist on the show before, but I am so delighted to have a B.D. Carey featuring Anna Moore. This is a song called I Don't Want to Be a Hero, and this is a lovely song. Just stop what you're doing and listen to the vocals and listen to the story in this song. B. DeCary there, taking us back to his roots with I Don't Want to Be a Hero, featuring Anna Moore. I really love that, and certainly it will keep us dancing. I don't think I'll be able to sit still if I'm listening to that in the car. How am I going to follow that up? Well, I Am Milan is back with a track called Why Would I Lie to You? Didn't expect that at the end, did you? That was I Am Milan and Why Would I Lie to You? Do you know, we've almost raced through half an hour of the show. When I listen back to the show, I get into it and then suddenly it's all over far too quickly. I need probably 4 hours, I think, and I could easily fill 4 hours of new music for you. But alas, I am only able to do 2 hours, so I can't talk for too long. So the last one for set one is Perpacity. They are back with us. Now, this is a track called Lil Flem, and it's a brilliant track. I've got a few more to share from Perpacity for you, and I will be doing that next week. But there was a track that I was going to play you this week, but it was nearly 10 minutes long, so I've had to put that into the long play list, which I'm going to give to you when I'm on holiday. So you're just going to sit back and relax and listen to all of those songs that are over 5 minutes long. So for now, this is Perpacity with Lil Flem.
Long new ugly
Capacity there with Lil Flam. I hope I've said that right. You never know, as a radio DJ, when you're reading out songs, whether or not you're pronouncing them properly. So I hope I do. Capacity, if I've got that wrong, you're going to have to tell me. Well, who's going to start us off in set 2? Well, Aber Forsen is going to do that from the album Break the Black Ice EP. This is Descent.
I'm falling. How can I escape from the demons in my head? You wake up one morning afraid that you're going to live. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling.
There is
Aberforsen there with Descent. What an atmospheric track that was too. Now another new artist for you. This is JXNS. And who are they? JXNS is an electronic artist, DJ and producer that blends pulsating beats with thought-provoking lyrics with a sound rooted in synth, electro and dance. JXNS explores themes of modern life, inner struggles and fleeting moments of clarity. Each track is crafted for both the dance floor and deeper reflection. And this is a track called We Never Felt the Fall, and it is brilliant. JXNS there, all the way from Stockholm in Sweden. I really enjoyed that, and I'm hoping I can share more from that artist with you over the coming months. Next up, Into the Blood, they've got a new album, Destination 11 and Beyond, and this is a track called There Is Nothing Wrong About the Bassline, and there certainly isn't, but I've got quite a few tracks to share from that album with you, and I will be doing that over the coming weeks. And again, when I'm recording the show, I have to remember so much, and I think it was Into the Blood that I've got a track over 10 minutes long, so that is going to go into the long playlist that I'm going to share with you when I'm on holiday in May. But for now, this is Into the Blood with There Is Nothing Wrong About the Bassline.
There's nothing wrong about the bass line.
You got it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass. Now it's time to take it, to move on down the line. Try if you can make it. You've had too much to drink.
There's nothing wrong about the bass line. There's nothing wrong about the bass line.
You got it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass. Now it's time to take it, to move on down the line. Try if you can make it. You've had too much to drink. Now you have to shake it, to move on down the line. Sure you will not fake it. You don't have time to think.
There's nothing wrong about the bass line.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass. Now it's time to take it, to move on down the line. Try if you can make it. You've had too much to drink.
There's nothing wrong about the bass line.
You got it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass. You got it. Oh yeah. It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass. You got it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's all about the bass.
Well, I really enjoyed that. That was Into the Blood with There Is Nothing Wrong About the Bass Line. And there certainly isn't. Next up, we're going all the way over to Minneapolis. This is Perfect Female Type. And this is a track called Landline. Perfect female type there with Landline all the way over from Minneapolis. Right, native language track coming up next from Luva. This is 1,000 Dead Leaves, sung beautifully in Spanish. Beautiful track there from Luva. That was 1,000 Dead Leaves. Now then, next up is a new artist for you. Not many followers on Facebook. This is Rising Field. I can't find them on Spotify, but they must be there somewhere. This is Escape Mode, and I will try and do some digging while you're listening to this track. Nice track that was from Rising Field. That was Escape Mode, and I think they are going to be doing some more stuff for us to listen to. Mainly it's going to mix synthwave with dubstep, which is quite an interesting mix, and I look forward to hearing more from them in the weeks ahead. Next up is MTTM. I'm going to cool you down a little bit with a track called Beyond the Sea. Beautiful, cool track there from MTTM with Beyond the Sea. Now, the last one for set 2 is Kaylee Walker. She's back. She's got a new track out that we haven't played yet. This is called Dancing on Pianos, and she's going to lead us up really nicely into set 3, which, as you know, is the Palette Changers, an opportunity for other genres, other artists to get their music on the show as well. So stand by. Set 3 is just round the corner. But for now, this is Kaylee Walker with Dancing on Pianos.
Me lost a friend, the only one I've known. What is happening to me? If only you could see what's gonna become my reality. I still believe. Don't close the door on me. Can we dance on pianos in the starlight? Can we shape-shift into the light? Can we move like ribbons on a streamline that connects us to you and I? There's a fine line between your world and mine. We was good, it was good, it was our time. No more crying late at night. I know you're doing fine. Suddenly your words come to my mind. Your chorus like a sweet lullaby. And will you give me a subtle sign? A heartbeat rhythm of your life. I used to tremble to the fear of the unknown. I lost a friend, the only one I've known. What is happening to me? If only you could see what's gonna become my reality. I still believe. Can we dance pianos in the starlight? Can we shape-shift into the light? Can we move like ribbons on a streamline that connects us to you and I? There's a fine line between your world and mine. We was good, it was good, it was our time. No more crying late at night. I know you're doing fine. There's the piano man, his face is disappearing. His ensemble piece got the angels singing. There is healing in his band. He touches my heart 'cause I'm his biggest fan. Some pianos in the sky. Can we shape-shift into the shape-shift? Life turns on a streamline that connects us to you and I. There's a fine line between your world and mine. We was good, it was good, it was our time. No more crying, baby, no more crying. I know you're doing fine.
You're listening to Spectrum on Air, the colourful voice of radio. Broadcasting live on spectrumonair.com, Get Me Radio and Mixcloud Live. And never fear, if you missed your favourite programme, just find our Listen Again service on mixcloud.com. Spectrum on Air, putting the colour back into radio.
Oh, thank you. The wonderful Mr. Steve Blacknell there. Now then, what have I got for you in set 3? Well, as you know, this is the bit of the show where I like to try and introduce you to other artists, other genres of music that's been sent into the radio station. It's an opportunity for them to shine as well. And I'm going to kick off set 3 with Schifrin Alliance. You may remember that I did an interview with Edward Schifrin a little while ago. He only came into music in the last year, 2 years at the very most, and he's created this album, and he's got one of those distinctive voices, a little bit like Barry White, very deep. And this is his new track, Winter Côte d'Azur.
Sand, promenade, coffee, cigarette, silent clouds over the silent sea. In the silence, I hear you. In the silence, I miss you. In the time when winter falls on Côte d'Azur. Winter, Côte d'Azur. desert. Empty glass. Empty beaches and empty cafes. In the emptiness, I hear you. In the emptiness, I miss you. In the time when winter falls on Côte d'Azur. Winter, Côte d'Azur. Solitude, silver patches of light on the water. Winter in my soul, lonely saxophone, playing winter Côte d'Azur blues. Playing winter Côte d'Azur blues.
That was the Schifrin Alliance with Winter Côte d'Azur. Very cool, jazzy track that is. I think it's just a nice one to set the tone for set 3. Now, next up is Northern Lyrics, going great guns, creating some fabulous tracks for us. This is Just a Man.
I'm just a man with a guitar in my hand, or rugged boots, living life till the end. A heart full of stories, a song on my breath, or chasing the road with no fear of what's left. I've seen the sunrise on Dublin roads, where the river runs deep and the high winds blow. I've walked upon the sun or danced in the rain. Dublin, oh city, this is who I am. The river runs deep, the high winds blow. Oh Dublin, oh city, the place we call home. Just a man with a song, oh boots walking along. Oh Dublin, oh city, is where I belong. I've seen better days, I've danced in the rain. Every mile has a song, we carry all the echoes of all the pain. Just a man with a song, oh boots walking along. Dublin, oh city, this is where I belong. I'm just a man with a song, oh boots walking along. Dublin, oh city, this is where I belong. Dublin, oh city, this is where I belong.
Northern Lyrics there with Just a Man. Now then, I was travelling backwards and forwards the last 2 days, and I've been listening to the previous shows on Mixcloud, and it just struck me how wonderful it is to listen to all of the artists all over again, particularly when you're driving a long distance. So you can catch up on any of the previous shows on Mixcloud. Just go and look me up, Suzanne Letting on Mixcloud, and you can go back to some of the previous shows and listen to them all over again, and they are the perfect partners for you when you're on a long journey. I tell you, it was an absolute absolute joy. The journey, it was just over 2.5 hours long there and 2.5 hours back. So it gave me the perfect opportunity to escape into all these lovely artists all over again. Well, what have I got coming up next for you? Well, Georgia J is next with I Know His Name.
A life of turmoil, full of ups and downs, no one to turn to, there ain't no one around. In my mind there's a vision that I see each day, someone reaching out to me, and I know it's me. I found the Lord, my guidance, my shield, the comfort I need each day, as He walks beside me. My life along rocky road, tough memories of past. Each step I would stumble and fall. Never thought I would last. In my mind there's a vision that I see each day. Someone reaching out to me, and I know His name. I found the Lord, my guidance, my shield, the comfort I need each day, as He walks beside me. I found strength in this world of lost souls. I open my heart every day, I didn't close the door. In my mind there's a vision that I see each day, someone reaching out to me, and I know His name. I found the Lord, my guidance, my shield, the comfort I need each day, as He walks beside me. I found the strength in this world of lost souls. I opened my heart, I didn't close the door, 'cause in my mind there's a vision that I see each day, someone reaching out to me, Jesus Christ is His name. Oh, I found the Lord, my guidance, my shield, the comfort I need each day, as He walks beside me. 'Cause I had a vision that I see each day, someone reaching out to me, Jesus Christ is His name. Oh Lord, Jesus Christ is His name.
That was Georgia J there with I Know His Name. Georgia is a singer-songwriter from South Wales, UK. She started writing songs, lyrics, poetry from around the age of 11. She went on to write poems for a local magazine, and the song lyrics also continues, taking town out for a number of years and losing 2 close family members and helping a very close family member with their depression. She started up again and decided to take her lyrics and music more seriously, and she is certainly doing that. That was a beautiful song. Now then, the next artist that I'm going to share with you is a new artist for you to get to know. Now, this is a very different track for you. It's new rap and hip hop from The Disciple, and the track is called Swiss Humanitarian Tradition. Now, a lot of artists get inspired by the world around them, and as with any artist, be it a painting, a mural or a piece of music, and a piece of musical art is what this track is. It's a very different one for you, and I think it's got quite a hook about it. So this is The Disciple with Swiss Humanitarian Tradition.
Tradition of a humanitarian. You can be a youngster, septuagenarian, with a simple goal to keep humans from perishing. No superheroes, but extraordinary men like Henri Dunant, the Battle of Solferino, 1859, also the one of San Martino. The International Committee of the Red Cross was founded to intervene wherever they shed blood. Already centuries before it took its roots, a safe haven for people who sought refuge from religious and political persecution. Sheltering them was the first solution. Civilians, it's never worth to shoot them. We have them to survive before nurses lose them. The sick and wounded shall be collected and cared for, so please don't ever forget what we stand for. We alleviate tortures of civilians, of war, of soldiers. We give them stimulants and more. If life's in danger, your dignity compromised, bleeding all night, you don't know if the sun will rise. Poverty and hardship, that's what we alleviate. Between hostile nations, we're here to mediate. Let's manifest what our tradition's meant to be, cause eventually it's part of our country's identity.
To the top we transcend our war. Babylon not them more power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Don't let them evil man say the power there.
Let's have a look at the Geneva Convention, step by step with all the extensions, setting out rules for people in detention. A minimum of human dignity is to mention. The foundation stone, 1864, regarding international humanitarian law, concerning the amelioration of the condition of the wounded and sick. That was Dunant's vision, replaced and revised in 1949. The same year the second convention was contrived. Shipwrecked members of armed forces at sea, civilians are hurt disproportionately. The replacement of the Convention of The Hague, provisions concerning people at sea were made. Then the third one is relative to the treatment of prisoners of war to minimize beating. It's encompassing everyone plainly. They shall in all circumstances be treated humanely. 1950 Convention number 4, the protection of civilian persons in times of war, relating to the ones in occupied territory, and 3 protocols make it more explanatory. We help as soon as we can, it's mandatory. Humanitarian history, that's the end of story.
To the top we transcend our war. Babylon not them more power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Don't let them evil man say the power there.
80,000 troops were granted asylum, exhausted from the Franco-Prussian War's violence. The Red Cross had the first major operation with help from the Swiss civilian population. 1871, then 1914, when the Red Cross restored contact between captive soldiers and members of their families. The agency worked with both of the enemies. There was the need for a neutral intermediary. The ICRC was taking the lead for many. In the war period until 1939, from the Second World War on, it was an urgent time. A huge expansion of activities. Messages from people in captivities were exchanged together with their family members. Let's jump to 1956.
November.
The Hungarian uprising, it's not surprising. The number of refugees was on the rise when the Red Cross assisted some 200,000, looking for places for them to be housed in. 1963, the resettlement of Tibetans, Cambodians and Vietnamese needed protection, just like the ones fleeing the Yugoslav wars. Switzerland ensures compliance with hard law.
To the top we transcend our war. Babylon not them more power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power.
Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Knowledge of power, knowledge of power. Don't let them evil man I say devour.
There you go. That was The Disciple with Swiss Humanitarian Tradition. Now, you know, with freedom of speech, freedom of expression, that's what artists should and do. And it's so nice to be able to be sharing that on my show. Bit different for you. And I'm going to follow that up with another track from The Gliding Faces. I played one last week. So this is Lapse of Empathy from the Runaway EP. And Dan and Max together have been working since September 2019. They worked on an album that fuses the alternative, the electronic, the dance and the pop genres together for a listening experience that is both haunting, thought-provoking and dark, but somehow reassuring, witty and above all enjoyable. So this is another track from their 2025 EP Runaway, and this is Lapse of Empathy.
Down to you now for a change. Responsibilities rearranged. Prove to me you've got my back in a miserable world of constant attack. Your childish mentality, my naive fragility, led to this calamity in a lapse of empathy. Your childish mentality in a lapse of empathy.
That was The Gliding Faces with Lapse of Empathy from the Runaway EP. Now, next up for you, I've been contacted by, I think I'm going to pronounce this right, and Thali, if I say it wrong, please do correct me, Thali Nemesis, with a track called Acedia, but this is the People Theatre's Tuppence Mix. Very different track for you, and certainly an artist for us to get to know, like, and love, and also support. Bailey Nemesis there, bringing us a Cedia, and that was the People Theatre's Tuppence mix. Who is she? Well, she is a solo female project bringing an intimate, shivering, sometimes orientalist dark music, and I think she did that. That was quite an atmospheric track. Now then, following on from that, I've got another one from Larsovich. This is Lost Legions, who is nicely going to take us up to the last set. Boo-hoo! I tell you what, we're racing through again, aren't we? We're another half an hour in. I don't know how much time I've got left. I'll have to go and check. Well, I suggest you get a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a glass of wine or a pint of ale now while you're listening to Larsovich while I go and get set 4 ready. I knew we would reach the last set. That was Larsovich there with Lost Legions. Now then, before I introduce the last set, just wanted to give you a quick reminder. If you are an artist and you would like your music on the show, you can reach out to us on our website, www.spectrumonair.com, or me on any of the social media channels. I promise you we will pick up your music. Might not be able to get it on immediately, but if you've got a release, let us have it a week or two beforehand, and then I can make sure that I schedule it in the show for you. And if you have a music video that you would like aired on XPTV1, on Pop World TV, and on Rockefeller's TV, on the TV in your living room, please send your music videos to xptvsubmissions@gmail.com, and we will pick them up. You can also do a little cameo to camera, 40 seconds, no more, just telling us who you are, how we can find your music, and how, more importantly, how we can download it so that we can support you there as well. So coming up now, first one for set 4 is Benjamin Russell, again from the Waves album. This is Better.
Somehow, been a bit out of phase, but all right now. In so many ways, it's all good. And how every little thing that was wrong is now gone, gone, gone. And I'm happy now singing this song. Just hope this feeling lasts real long. I think I know why things just got better when you come by. There's a change in the weather. It gets better, better. Got better when you come by. There's a change in the weather. It gets better, better. It's better, better, and better. Every little thing that was wrong is now gone, gone, gone. And I'm happy now singing this song. Just hope this feeling lasts real long. I think I know why things just got better when you come by. There's a change in the weather. It gets better, better. Every little thing that was wrong, every little thing that was wrong, every little thing, gone, gone, gone. It's better, it's better, it's better. Things just got better when you come by. There's a change in the weather. It gets better, better.
That That was Benjamin Russell from the Waves album with Better, and you certainly don't get much better than that, do you? Well, perhaps we do, because next up is OAG. Again, another track from the reimagined album that's out now. This is Reach Out, but it's the Mark O'Rell remix.
Reach out.
That's why I'm gonna reach out. Will you take my hand? Reach out, can I be your man? That's why I'm gonna reach out. Will you take my hand? Reach out, can I be your man? Better together, all the things I said, it wasn't true. I wish that I could turn back time and let you know I was a fool. I never stopped loving you. What can I say, can I do? That's why I'm gonna reach out. Will you take my hand? Reach out, can I be your man? That's why I'm gonna reach out. Will you take my hand? Reach out, can I be your man? Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out. I never stop loving you.
Oh, do you know what? When I'm listening to that in my car, I will not be able to sit still. That was OAG from the album Reimagined, and that was Reach Out, but the Mark O'Rell remix. Fabulous track. Mix 6 is up next with a track from the Digital Heartbeat album. This is Johnny. Ooh, that was another fabulous track there from 6 Mix 6 from the Digital Heartbeat album. That was Johnny. Now then, not a lot of people know this, but where I live, in my little village, just next door, in the next village, was the birthplace of the hovercraft. What a great invention that was. So I thought this was a brilliant track to share with you. Eden Future is giving us Hover Racer.